Hey everyone, I'm bouncing for joy because guess what today is? Today is the day. Minecraft 1.19.4 pre-release 1 has finally come out. I'm not kidding you. We are finally, hopefully going to get full 1.20 snapshots. Because, well, 1.19.4 is ready for release. Now, there was no release date given, but there were quite a few changes in this version. First of all, they changed up how the Create World screen looks. And I don't really like it still. I don't like what they did to the buttons. They did quite a bit of stuff with the enchantment glint. For example, the default value is set to 75%. So if I set this to sharpness 5, you'll see that. They also updated the strength slightly, I believe. So yeah, that changed a little bit. Accessibility. Oh, that is a bug. Okay, they'll have to look at that one. Is this a new setting? What the heck? I think they added... Yeah, apparently this is a new thing. Oh, wow. Huh. High contrast setting has now been added. You know, I don't know how I feel about this. I mean, it's an option, but I actually kind of like it. It looks like a space thing. Anyone know how to make this the main UI texture for, like, a resource pack? Because, if I ever make a space game, I'm gonna use this. Like, this looks cool. Another thing, they have updated the pack format to 13 for resource packs. Potions will no longer have an enchantment glint, because it was obscuring what kind of potion it was. But I think they need to add it back. This just looks awful. They used to look like magical and really cool, but now they just look like bottles with honey, basically. Just dyed honey. Yeah, I really don't like this change. I think the solution is make a pre-value set for each item in the game for its enchantment glint. So, like, tools and armor could be 75%, maybe potions could be 15%. And maybe that could be, like, a different slider, but I think something needs to happen. I really don't like how the potions look. It looks ugly and yucky. Other things in the snapshot, well, they have gone ahead and done some experimental feature changes. So if I were to grab a sniffer spawn egg, you will notice it looks slightly different from last week's. Yeah, I can't really tell the difference either, but hey, sniffers. No sniffer egg yet, by the way. And in fact, there is something you should know about the latest snapshot. If you have a world on Minecraft 1.19 .4 snapshot / 1.20, so 23W07A, you can't access that in the snapshot. It'll tell you can. I haven't tried to see what happens, but they've warned you it's a bad idea, so don't update your worlds yet. I would wait for snapshots to come back and start continuing. So yeah, that's that. They updated the brush recipe, so if I get a crafting table, and then I were to look up brush, let me do this. Recipe give s that. If I were to look up brush, you can see it's now different. It requires 1 stick, 1 copper ingot, and 1 feather. And I forget what it required last week. I think it was 2 copper ingots. So they've done that. They've also finally included the pot recipe in here, which I think it was meant to be included to begin with. I think it was a bug. But yeah, now you can make pots. Now remember, you can do ceramic shards instead of the bricks, but I think this is a pretty cool change. And nothing else really. I mean, there might be some other small things, bug fixes. There were quite a ton of bug fixes. But now let's talk about 1.19.4 release dates, and when do I think we could be getting full 1.20 snapshots? Well, to be honest, they have mentioned once again that pre-releases do not follow a snapshot cycle. They come out whatever day they want them to come out. So if they want to release 8 in a week, or like 5 in a week, you know, one every single day, they will do that. If they want to release 1 in a week, they will do that. There is no set cycle. With that being said, I would think that this update would be coming out in the maybe even the next week or two. I'd like to say that it's coming out by the 28th of February, like by the end of the month, but they haven't actually confirmed that. But if they end up doing enough pre-releases and it keeps being pretty bug-free, then I honestly think it could release by the end of February. Now, when do I think we'll get 1.20 snapshots, like full force 1.20? That's the new thing. I would say right after this releases, if not a week later. I wouldn't be surprised if they wanted to take a break, and get into gear for full snapshot season. But then again, you have to remember that 1.20 is basically finished, in a sense. Like, we have all the main features that they've wanted to announce. Now, they could reveal more, they could not, but this, take it or leave it, is probably going to be what is fully released when the time comes. But they still have more they need to add. They need to add more sniffer plants. They need to make the sniffer obtainable in survival. They need to update archaeology. They need to add more dig sites. They need to do bug fixes. So I do think they're going to focus on that. I do think they are going to start focusing and shifting their perspective to finishing 1.20. And if this update follows the same update cycle as 1.19 and 18 and stuff, I think they'll probably work on adding new features for about a month and a half, maybe. I hope. You know, little tweaks and changes. And then we'll get into June, and it'll be like, alright, let's start, you know, getting ready to release this thing. Now, here's the bigger question. Are they going to do this again? Are they going to do 1.21 like this? Well, there have been rumors that it's going to be a big update. How big? I don't know. But I think they might change some things. Because, for one, I think this update system doesn't work. I don't like the idea of being told what I'm going to get in the next snapshot. Yes, it does add reassurance that it will be a big, you know, snapshot that's coming. But I also think the surprise of, like, oh, they added all these new blocks, or oh, they added this new mob is gone. Like, remember the Nether update? That was so fun when they just randomly added new stuff. So I kind of hope they go back to that. If not, then maybe I'll make a video about it. I really don't know where they're going to go. I'm also slightly worried they could try and get this update out before Minecraft Legends. I really hope that's not the case, because I'm just a little bit worried about that. They'll be too focused on getting that finished and released. Or not Mojang specifically, but they won't want the competition. Or maybe it'll just be Microsoft won't want the competition. But I really don't know. So, yeah, we're kind of at this phase where once they finish 1.19.4, it's going to be a decision of, are they going to take time and care for this update, or are they going to try and shove it out the door and get it done by, like, April 1st? Who knows? But, anyways, I have high hopes. I trust Mojang knows what they're doing. And I'm very happy that we are finally getting 1.19.4. So, thanks everyone for watching. Don't expect any more snapshot videos like pre-releases. I'll make a full video when 1.19.4 comes out. But don't expect anything in between now and then unless it is really massive, like a 1.20 thing. Otherwise, that'll be it for now. Peace out, and I need to say this. Bye for now.